I set up podcasts all the time. Like, I mean, it's kind of my job.
He's good at it.
I've done this before, I swear. For some reason, when it's my own, it's like there's less pressure, but so I do less of a good job, and then it feels like more pressure or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Like at work, it's like, okay, I got to do it right. Here, I'm like...
Also, you don't have to like be the host at work too.
It's
right?
true.
So yeah, you're kind of doing it all. And
if I say nothing, I think people prefer that. You know, like that's the best thing I can do is just set it up and shut up. But I try to get like I'd get like one laugh or, you know, just like get my one thing in there.
Nice.
But it's cool. Steve's been like really, I'm surprised that he's like down. Like every time I do one where I like talk a lot or like I ask a lot of questions, I'm like afterwards, I'm like, dude, I feel like I said too much there. He's like, oh no, dude, say more. Like it's shocking that he's.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
cool.
Yeah, you have good questions, I'm sure.
I've had a few good questions.
Yeah.
The other day we had Travis Pastrana on the show, who's like a motocross guy.
Okay.
He's from the show Nitro Circus. Have you ever heard of Nitro Circus? Okay.
It sounds fun though.
Yeah, it's cool.
Nitro
They like
Circus.
just a bunch of BMX people like jumping shit with bikes and whatever. But what was the question I asked? Well, he was kind of saying like early in the interview that he like feels like he's uncool or something like that. Or like Scott called him cool and he was like, ooh, no one's ever called me cool. So then I brought it up later. I was like, I want to go back to that because like you think you're uncool. Like, you think you're uncool? I don't know. And then like, but as I'm asking the question, like it was just kind of felt awkward. And I was like digging myself a ditch and kind of like, you know, regretting even bringing it up. And then I'm scrambling and just feeling so weird. And then Steve goes like, wow, what a dick question. And I was like, no, I'm not trying to be a dick. It was like my worst nightmare on the show. But then I asked him after, I was like, was that a dick question? He's like, nah, I was just messing with you. So yeah, it was
probably just bold, you know. I don't know.
No, it was just my awkwardness, I think, that made it weird. Like, that's the thing. You got to just, like, you can even ask a weird, like, offensive question, but if you just kind of just say it.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm awkward and I kind of
and you're like,
it's, like, weird. Whereas if I was just, like,
so
you don't think you're cool? Yeah, like, you're cool. You don't think you're cool? Yeah. Like, I don't know. It just comes out way better.
Yeah.
That's been a learning thing. And this will be a learning thing, obviously. This will probably be the worst podcast ever.
Don't say that.
Well, we'll only get better.
This is my only podcast I've ever been on.
Yeah, well, we'll have you back. We'll have you back. This
when
is
it gets
like,
better.
Yeah, when it gets better. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. My goal with this is just to like be comfortable. Like if I could sit here with the microphone and the camera, but just kind of be myself. Like even right now, this isn't really necessarily how my voice sounds if I'm just talking to my friend Sarah.
I don't notice that.
No,
but I do notice we're making so much eye contact right now. And
but that's kind of good. I like the eye contact.
I don't mind it, but that is the thing that like I don't think we do all the time. So.
Oh, that's true.
You know.
But that's kind of a cool thing. That's why I'm excited about this podcast.
Yeah,
like,
I don't mind it.
You and I, we've known each other how long? Let's take people back. When did we meet?
We met at a bar.
This woman was just living in my garage. And then...
Before that.
No, yeah.
I was just living in the basement of your friend's house. But we met at a bar.
Which was I visiting LA?
Yeah, you were visiting.
Because I moved to LA, then I left.
Yeah.
And while I was gone, you moved here.
Yeah. Yep.
And like sort of into the group of friends.
Yeah.
And then I came back.
They adopted me. And
all of a sudden they were like, Paul, we don't need you anymore. We got these two.
Yeah.
We got two.
Yeah, you got two, dude and Sarah.
Because we're dude.
Yeah.
So what bar did I meet you at?
It's at I like this one. It has like Janis Joplin on the wall and it has quotes by her. It's like a French bar, I think.
In LA?
Yeah, and
what part of town? Okay. Well, we met at a bar. I remember meeting you at the Island. Like I came to visit, probably on the same trip.
I mean, you were coming to visit, yeah.
And like, you and dude kind of just popped out of the basement. We were outside, like in front of the front doors. Mm-hmm. And you had long red hair.
Yeah.
Dude was in like a robe. And he had like a big bushy
he's
thing.
a bunch of hair.
You guys looked different. I probably had long hair too, maybe.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
So So what was that? 2013 we met.
2013, yeah. Yeah, the bar, when we were at the bar, somebody was playing. One of our friends was playing, I think. There was a lot of people at it, actually. Why don't I remember this? Le Fleur? Is that a bar? Is it Charlie Chaplin's bar?
I don't know.
Why do I have all these?
Le Fleur. I don't know. I've never heard of it.
I'm making all this up.
Someone was playing. Was it like?
I don't know if Natty was playing. Did you ever see Natty perform?
No.
No, because she did play at that bar, but I think it was a different time. I remember whatever
or
that
the bar we were at.
The bar that we were at. Whatever that place is.
Well, anyway.
It was a cool place. It's probably dead now. Everything's.
But when did we really like?
Well, everyone
friends?
was like, "You're gonna love Paul. You're gonna love Paul." So.
Is that a bad way to introduce somebody?
Yeah.
Do you kind of feel the pressure, like what? Like I'm inheriting this friend?
Yeah. No, I didn't mind.
Okay.
It was great, and I did love you.
Because we did that with Nixon and Woody.
Oh yeah.
You know Nixon, right?
Oh yeah. I don't know Nixon. I know Woody. But I've heard
Everyone
this
kept
story.
telling Nixon, "You're gonna love Woody," and then Nixon meets Woody. Is like, so you're the funny guy, yeah? Because Nixon's so funny. Everyone's like, Woody's funny too. He's the funny, wacky guy. And like, it was like almost competitive. And Woody was trying so hard to like be friends with Nixon. And Nixon was like, dude, I gotta get Nixon on here.
That just has egos. I think that people thought we'd love each other because we're like chill. So.
We are chill.
Yeah. So, and I don't think it's a competition to be chill. So.
That's true. Chill people. Some people sometimes do compete for chillness.
Do you think so?
I mean, I guess just like in high school, most like when everyone's trying to find their identity, everyone wants to be like the most heady, you know?
Yeah.
And like know the most Bob Marley lyrics, you know? Like,
well, I did have to be that person.
I was that person too. I was like, yeah, I just felt like almost elite. Like I don't just know legends. Like I know the like old school Bob Marley. Like I didn't talk like that, but I kind of felt that way.
Yeah.
But okay.
I was not that. Just to clarify, in case any high school people ever see this, I'm lying. I was not a stoner.
You were like cool, right? You were like
I
a
wasn't
popular
like cool,
kid.
but I was cool with everyone.
You were a cheerleader?
So yeah, I was a cheerleader.
And you were dating the like quarterback, right?
I did. No, for a little bit I dated a quarterback, but before that,
cheerleader dating a quarterback. That's the American dream.
And then the other guy that I actually dated was a soccer player. So, but he wore socks with sandals. And that's how
Before
I knew
it was
he was cool. Yeah.
Because now it's like a thing, right? That's like how you're supposed to wear. Like,
I don't know. Is that a thing?
I don't know.
But I know everybody
I see
made
cool
fun
looking
of him.
people do it. It's hard to keep up with like what's cool and like because I think maybe it's just part of growing older. Like I'm 30. How old are you?
I'm 33.
And like
we are.
Now it's kind of like, oh, what are the kids doing? Like I refer to the proverbial kids now.
But it's cool because the internet and stuff. It's like every decade has its. You can wear something from any decade and make it like cool, you know, because everybody knows that it has like cool shit.
Right.
It's not like just one gets a revival.
I think it's always cool to just kind of do your thing too. Like, you know, if you're trying so hard to look cool, that's not cool.
You know, my thing was I never, that never worked for me.
Trying to look cool?
Yeah. Like my hair always has to be like colored or like cut a different way because it's like when it was like long and regular, it was just like so regular. Like I feel like people now like who know me, they think I'm like so unique and stuff, but it's like I looked like just so basic when I was young that I had to jazz
How
it
young
up.
are you talking? Like high school when you were a cheerleader dating the quarterback of the football team?
I mean, I did get best dressed, so.
Not surprised.
Obviously.
You made those earrings, by the way.
Oh,
and you
I
cut
did.
that sweater, I believe.
Did. And I dyed this shirt, bitch.
Oh, wow.
I'll do it all.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, no, I did get best dressed, but so I did. I always dress weird, and I'd cut up my sister's old clothes and stuff, you know. But like when I look at pictures, just like long black brownish hair, just like very.
Did you dye it? Or this is your natural hair color,
I'm
right
getting
here.
natural now. Yeah.
The pink is not natural, though.
That's
correct?
natural.
That is.
Comes with age.
Oh wow, that's cool. I'm looking forward to having that.
3 years.
In 3 years, yeah. You're Jesus' age.
Yeah.
Imagine all Jesus accomplished. Do you feel like that's pressure? Like at 33, you should have been like some sort of a Messiah by now?
That guy. I'm just kidding. No. What? Just telling people how they should live?
No, I don't know.
You're
know what
so
I'm
not
about.
2020.
Yeah. Jesus is kind of really, outdated, right? I mean,
Yeah.
if he came around now, I'd be like, bro,
just like
relax. I probably shouldn't eat on air.
I was wondering. I was like, that rapper is like...
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's episode 1. I feel like...
I mean, you can cut whatever you want, right?
That's true. I can cut whatever I want. Mm-hmm. That's another good thing about doing Steve's podcast. Mm-hmm. I'm the editor.
Yeah.
So that awkward moment I created with Travis Pastrana, I made it a little less awkward in the edit.
You took it out.
I took out a long pause of dead air where I could see my internal dialogue, like regretting, like abort, get out of there. But I shouldn't eat on air.
I did have that thought on the way over, like, well, if I say something that I really hate, then yeah, I'll just make Paul edit it out.
We do that too with Steve's show. Like at the end, we always say, if there's anything you said that you're like, I wish I wouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
Let us know. We'll cut it out. Like, I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
I'm not like a journalist, you know.
No, you're my friend. I have enough footage of you that I could.
What do you got?
I could get you. I'm sure. 7 years worth of stuff, probably.
You've been filming me for 7 years?
Yeah, I have. I was gonna bring my camera tonight, and I was like, I don't need to bring my camera. There's like a million cameras.
Yeah, it's true. We're cammed out.
Yeah.
Cammed out.
But yeah,
I feel like it'll take a year before anybody even watches this podcast. I feel like episode 50, maybe that's when people start. And that would be like maybe 1,000 people. You know, like I'm just kind of excited to just do it and get started.
I like podcasts. There's a few that I like.
What do you like?
The Great Women Artists podcast.
No, I'm just kidding.
They just had their 50th episode like today.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I really like that one. I like look forward to it. It's like, oh God, it's Tuesday.
Do they like feature a new woman?
Yeah.
Artist every time?
Yeah. It's like, she's based in the UK, and so they'll do women artists that are alive like now and like maybe just graduated school or like are thriving, and then they'll also do some that are dead, and they'll have other like curators or whatever come on and talk about it, and it's just really good. I never thought that I would like care about listening about art stuff, but I do a lot. It's really fun.
Why wouldn't you care about listening?
I don't
like
know.
Art,
I didn't.
No?
Yeah, I like art. I don't know why. I just didn't assume that, like, you know, if you study art history or something, I'm like, ugh. No, right, I'm good. Right. But actually, this is kind of like that, you know.
Does it like inspire your art? For people who don't know, you're a very creative person.
Yes.
Woochie baby. What do we promote? I never know what to even tag. It's like Woochie's World, Woochie baby, Woochie clothes.
Woochie's World is good.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, because the thing is, I had Woochie Baby, and that was like supposed to be just video art, and it's like, cool, that's only video art. But then I can't do it all. And then I made another one for the clothing, and then it was like, I can't. So I mean, sometimes I post on that one, but like, I'm just not. It's too many things to do. Woochie's World is the main. I actually have a website now.
WoochiesWorld.com?
Right now it just has my clothes on it, because I was like, I thought it was going to be that, but now I think I'm going to move it to have like video art and different stuff, and then just have a page for the clothing stuff, you know?
Yeah, I think that's cool. I mean, are these earrings and stuff on there?
Yeah. Yeah, the clay earrings, and then like, you know, just other stuff that I've done. I've been painting on some furniture.
Oh, yeah? What kind, like chairs?
Yeah, I have a couple chairs with dragons on them.
Dope.
And I have, you know, JC gave me that little... it's like a little stand, and it has a couple drawers. I just painted it purple, and then I'm gonna like put a design on it, you know. That was like the primer.
Have you sold any furniture?
No, I haven't tried to. I've never even shown it to people.
Wait, but you've sold clothes.
Yeah, I've sold clothes, and I've sold
on
earrings.
What, Etsy or Depop or
Depop
Chopra?
Yeah, and then I just started the website myself, you know. Like a couple weeks ago. Yourself. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't have to do it on Depop anymore, but I still have the Depop. Cool. I actually just sold a shirt today to one of my friends, so.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've been selling my art on my Instagram, but I've yet to charge a person.
You just give it to them?
I just give it to them, and I don't even charge them for shipping because I'm just excited that people want it.
Really?
Yeah, so like, well, it's only... You see that bug?
Yeah, I did actually earlier.
Was it a bee?
No.
Okay.
No,
I'm allergic to bees. This guy's trying to get in on our action. I mean, it's only been like friends, close friends, family, But even like, or like some of my little brother's friends, and like I've thrown prices at people, but then I'm always like, but obviously like if that's too much, let me know. You know, like I don't know. I don't know how to.
You have to get better at it.
I got to get better at it.
Yeah.
I think I need to post on the Instagram like a price.
Yeah.
So that they don't say, "Oh, dude, I want one," and then I say, "It's $300," and they're like, "Who the fuck are you?" You know, like.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, you probably should just post a price. I mean, I'm kind of bad too. I have one friend that really supports me on my clothing and stuff, and every time she wants to buy something, I always make it like way cheaper. I'm always like, all right, well, how about just this much, you know?
Yeah.
And she's told me before, like, I'm trying to support you, just whatever. And I'm like, yeah, but like I don't have to ship it, and it's cool. But yeah, you should probably just say how much it is.
I should just list a price.
Or do one of my friends did like an online kind of garage sale, and it was like and she would just do make an offer, and so like if the offer wasn't enough, she wouldn't do it, but like a lot of people would offer, you know,
make an offer. That's what I should say.
Yeah.
DM me,
because then it's like
make an offer.
If they want to give you 300, great, but if you would really give it away, I mean, you were giving them away, so you would take $25.
Money on these deals.
Yeah, you need to at least cover that shipping,
right?
But this is why we should get a flea market booth.
Yeah, I love
sell
this
your
idea.
art, sell my clothes, fucking.
Yeah,
I feel like it's a good idea.
I feel like it's a great idea
because people it's hard to get seen. People, you know what I mean? It's like people like my stuff if they come to it, but like I have no idea what to do about the internet. You know, I made a space for it, but like Instagram's kind of over. It's like it is like a shopping place now, but it's like. Right. I think bots are over. Not that I was a bot person, but I think that's over. It's kind of like whatever was already big is going to stay big, and I'm not sure how to.
I mean, I bet there's still people blowing up on Instagram today.
Yeah.
There's got to be. But yeah, it has kind of become like a marketplace.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so funny. Instagram's over.
It's over.
Instagram's for old people.
I definitely think it's over. Like, there's got to be something cooler because they're censoring everything too. It's like.
Yeah.
They censored. I had this picture on my profile, and it was of this girl's boobs. It was when I was doing the Pussy Powerhouse stuff, and Corinne Liperfido was throwing that party, and you know, we did parties on like things that we felt like like odd topics that needed to be.
You did like a period party or something.
Yeah, there was one
right?
on periods, you know, and there was one on zero waste, and there was one on fruit, and there was one, you know, just like different. There was one like on like bees, you know, and this one was boobs. So the flyer had like this girl's boobs, and Corinne had like written like
it was a photo of boobs.
Yeah, but she had like hand painted like the flyer information on there because that's how she would kind of make flyers.
Did you paint over the nips?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
And it was up for 2 years, and they deleted it like 2 days ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and they told me it went against community guidelines.
So they're getting real touchy over there.
Women's empowerment is censored.
Wow. Okay. They hate women.
Instagram
hates
obviously.
women. I mean, of course they hate women. Everybody hates women. The whole world seems to be against women.
That's why I like that podcast. Great women artists.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking. Like, Steve's posting TikToks now.
Oh, yeah?
And like, I'm like, I don't have a TikTok, you know? I'm like, I don't even know. Should I subtitle these? Like, I don't know what to do for these edits of these TikToks.
You better get on it.
And like, yeah, but I don't like it. I tried it.
Yeah.
I got it. First of all, I have no problem with people liking TikTok. I'm not like anti-TikTok. If you like TikTok, TikTok.
Yeah.
It just doesn't interest me. And I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And best case scenario, it ends up interesting me a lot, and I just stare at TikTok all day. Like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
You know, like
that's exactly.
I'm trying to get off my phone.
Yeah.
Like I need less. I need less TikTok.
I think that might make us old, but that is exactly how I feel. I feel like, yeah, like I don't need another addiction. I did not get a lighter, so.
It's okay. This is my show. I'll get a lighter.
I actually had TikTok. I downloaded it a while ago. I had it for like a week and a half or something. And honestly, already within that week and a half, I remember being in the shower and like having ideas, like you always have ideas, but my idea came in like TikTok form. Like that's how it was being formed in my head. I was seeing it as a TikTok, and I was like, no, that's not what I wanted. I was just, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, if you're thinking about drawing a tree, something really basic, it wasn't like about the tree. My thought process was like, oh, and you do a TikTok and you like show it here, and then you show that it was like in the form of a TikTok, my actual thoughts. I deleted it.
Yeah, how do we like, because I would love to.
Well, we don't have an ashtray.
Oh, I got so many ashtrays. Let's get your ashtray.
Do it.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
And keep talking, because this is dead air, Sarah. Talk about when did we become like friends?
I don't know when we became friends. So, I mean, I feel like, I don't know. Was it not until?
I feel like when you were living at the Hollywood.
At the North Hollywood.
No. When you.
Oh, at the holiday spot, because you would come
apartment,
over. Yeah.
Which was super cool.
Yeah.
I'd come over.
Yeah, I remember we jammed a few times and like.
Yeah, maybe that was like.
Oh, and you used to teach me drums. Maybe that's like when our friendship really blossomed. I don't know, because I wouldn't have asked you though if I felt uncomfortable with you.
No, yeah, I think by that time we were definitely friends.
Yeah.
But when we would go. There was one jam at your Hollywood apartment.
Yeah.
Like Nat was there.
Yeah, I remember. Everybody was there.
Everybody was there. I feel like that was a turning point.
Was it?
I don't know. It feels like it. Like there was like a closeness after that.
Yeah.
And like, maybe that was my first time really at your guys' place.
Oh yeah, maybe it was. Yeah, so you got to see like our inner.
Yeah, seeing like your world. Woochie's world.
Woochie's world.
The world of the
Because it was. I really loved that apartment.
It was cool.
Yeah.
All the brick and it's so open.
Yeah, we had the green screen up. Mm-hmm. Just the walls covered. But yeah, I remember that party because Joey came over and first of all, I think he brought his friend that he said was a cop as a joke, and I hated it.
Blame the cop.
And I was like,
you never liked Blame the Cop because we always called him Blame the Cop.
Yeah, and I was like, this guy's a fucking cop. Like, get him out of my apartment.
And I'd be like, Sarah, he's not an actual cop. You're like, is he though?
Is he though? I think he bought a painting from me, and I was like, such a bitch.
God.
I was like, whatever.
And he just looked like a cop. Like that was just even the joke. He didn't even look that much like a cop.
Yeah, I think he might have just been clean cut now looking
was
back.
Just clean.
Honestly,
he looked
now
like a normal person.
If I saw him today, I would still side eye him. It's a terrible joke.
What, do you hate cops?
Yeah.
Do you have bad history with cops?
Actually,
have you been arrested? America, the world is dying to know. So I like pull these lights in. Sarah.
I went to the drunk tank in Indiana. I got a DUI. You know. Oh, how old?
At what age?
Oh, I was like 22.
It's a good age for a DUI.
Yeah, at least I'm 33 now. So, yeah.
Does he still follow you around? Like, have you tried to get into Canada or things like that?
No. I think after 7 years,
were you driving or
you
were just drunk in public?
No, I was driving.
Oh, wow.
I was driving us home, and I mean, honestly, it was all bullshit. I mean, I did drink, and but it was like a road. Okay, it was a road and in Indiana, so it was and it was like a neighborhood road, so it was like already kind of small, but then there was like cars on both sides, lined up both sides, and they said that I went over the line or something, but like you have to because it's like there's cars on both sides, so like you have to kind of be and then like I had a friend with me who was sober who offered to take my car home, and stuff, and they like said no. It had to be impounded and stuff. But it was Memorial Day weekend. This just got real deep. But it was bullshit.
Okay.
Because they were working like with the, tow companies or whatever. They like make money. So they kept my car for like 4 days. I couldn't even go get it the next day.
Right. Couldn't get it till Tuesday.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I think we lost the camera.
Who died?
We got a beep.
But whatever. I mean, pulling up my history, Paul. It was bullshit though. I'll tell you that. But I'm
I'm on
it
your
happened,
side.
and
Believe all women. I'm on your side.
and then I stopped drinking and driving though, so that was good.
So you learned your lesson.
Yeah.
But it was bullshit.
But it was bullshit.
You learned not to do the wrong thing, but you were not in the wrong.
No, truly. And my like lawyer, well, it wasn't a lawyer, it was a public defender, because at that time I had faith and I was like, oh, lawyers, they just want money, and public defender, they care
That's a
about
good
me.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no.
They didn't care about you, or
No,
they just didn't do a good job?
They did not care about me. I was probably just like another case, and I couldn't ever get a hold of him, and I tried to like tell him things and he didn't listen. And then I swear, I was so mad. I think I like yelled at him and stuff, but I remember then I swear he sat down in front of the judge, and I swear he put, my socks are going to be dirty. I swear he put his fucking feet on the table and leaned back and this is like, kids are coming through, like, and then, like
he threw the fight.
Well, no, I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is, he wasn't just defending me.
Okay.
And it was after Memorial Day weekend, so like they had like booked some people,
Okay.
Not like booked.
So
I was just in the drunk tank.
Right.
But
did you stay overnight?
yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Well, I mean, I've never been arrested, and like,
It was not cool though.
I got to get arrested someday.
Yeah.
I would like to.
Do you think that?
Yeah.
Don't think that, and do not want that. It's
Why not?
So scary. I mean, it wasn't like so scary for me, but I just mean it's so scary that they can like. What's that?
That's like a truck drove by. Like are these windows shake? Like if
I know,
children
we're having
yell
an
outside,
earthquake.
it goes like like it. Yeah, it sounds like we're gonna die. I don't know if that picked up on the mics or not.
That was scary, but
No, but
it's
well,
scary
okay.
that they can literally just like lock you up, and like you could just get stuck in that system,
Yeah, people
like
do.
what if you don't have enough money?
Yeah,
it's
a nightmare.
it's just like
I'm waiting till like I'm
terrified.
rich to get arrested.
Yeah,
just-
you could throw money.
Yeah. Well, or just like, I can kind of not, at least I'm not stressing that aspect of it. Like if I was a rich person getting arrested, I could at least kind of like get through it. But all that going to court and shit, I would hate. Probably that would be the worst part.
And
like sitting in jail doesn't sound so bad. But going to court sounds awful.
You're silly.
That's like school.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying one time. Like, I think life is about, these experiences.
That is
Like, I
not
want a
the
good
experience
story.
you want. Well, whatever.
It's a good story.
You have lots of good stories already, sir.
I know, but none of them in handcuffs.
You have lots of good stories.
All right, so we jammed at your
I don't like how this looks.
apartment.
Oh yeah.
And then you eventually moved into the garage.
Yeah. I think we jammed
Okay.
at the apartment, and then I would think I had like, well, no, I don't know if you came to any.
We would hang. I mean, you read my tarot cards one time in that place, so we were obviously friendly enough.
Yeah. Well, and remember I had that art show, and I let you and dude like crash it.
Yes.
That was so fun.
That was a cool day.
That was so fun. Yeah.
It was one of those like, we're just gonna do this.
Yeah.
And we just did it.
Yeah.
Like,
so I was in the art show, but like they didn't.
what was it was Nocella, right? Or
Brokecella.
Brokecella.
It was like year 2 of it. I was in it the year before, but then this year I was in it, and they like didn't. They were just like, well, oh yeah, that space over there, and it was like a wall that was like there was no way I could project onto it. It had like texture, and it was dark, and it wasn't. And I was like, what? And there was nowhere for me to be, but there was like this old little shed thing that was like filthy. And I was just like, okay. And so me and dude went, and we got like a bunch of white paper, like big rolls. I actually still have it because I took it down, and I was like, I might need this. But big rolls, and then we just taped those up. So it was like we made our own screen, And it was just like, I worked so hard, and they really didn't give a shit. And I was like, you know what? We should just, and like dude, they had other performers, but dude wasn't in it. So I was like,
the fact that they didn't beg dude to perform after that Brokecella performance
right?
we did.
So good.
They're fucking
So what
up.
happened?
Brokecella,
You fucked up.
you fucked up.
They know they fucked up.
They already, they know. I mean, it's clear.
I don't think I applied again, or maybe I did, but they were like, why is this girl gonna apply again?
Like, damn, we put her in the corner last time. We just can't discourage this girl.
Anyway, so what we did, for everyone who knows, so it was, so we just decided we would just perform. So we brought an amp and Paul brought his drums, and Paul didn't have a ticket to get in, and we just fucking walked through the back.
Yeah.
And then they, like, at a certain point, we just plugged it all in front of my projections, they like live performed a set, and it was fucking dope.
It was dope.
It was so dope. People gathered.
Yeah, we drew a crowd.
Yeah, from the other stage.
Yeah.
You know, that's cool.
Yeah, we kind of like stole a couple people, yeah?
Yeah, that's probably why they didn't like it.
Yeah, sorry, everybody who was performing. What was that? You were just knocking down the camera.
Sorry. But it was so fun.
It was so fun. It was cool, too. It was like, to me, it was kind of a lesson in like, if you just walk in like you're supposed to be there, then you're there. Like, no, people don't, especially carrying things.
Yeah.
Who shows up with a drum set and speakers?
Yeah.
Who's not like, who's not supposed to be there, you know?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, we were just running on faith that day, and it fucking worked out.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
It was really cool. I was running the projector and I was filming. I have a video of it from like on top of the dirty ass shed.
Right, I remember. Yeah.
And then that lady.
You were like on top of the outhouse or something. There was like a bathroom in the middle you were on top of.
And the lady who like owned the place came around the edge, and she's like hollering at me during your performance. I don't know if I told you this. She's like hollering at me, and she's like hitting me and stuff. And I'm like looking at her, and I'm like, you know, and she's like, what is going on? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
Do you know them?
Yeah, but I stayed up there, and she wasn't about to climb that ladder and do it. And I was like, I don't know. Keep filming it. And I just kept filming.
Wow. So you have the footage from that show?
I do. I have footage. Damn. Yeah, actually, I think it's on YouTube.
Go look it up. Link in description. You're sort of like our friend group historian.
Yeah, actually, yeah. It will be really cool.
How many... Well, your video files are probably pretty small, too, because a lot of it's on that older
small
camera.
Handy cam, yeah.
But how much footage do you have, you think? Like, do you have a giant drive of all of this stuff? Is it organized?
It's not very organized. So I have like 8 hard drives. And so, like, yeah, some of the older ones, like, usually when they start to get full and stuff, I'll start organizing them, and I kind of set them aside. So I probably haven't looked at a 2016 one. I should label it, like, what years they are. Mm-hmm. But right now I'm probably working on 2 hard drives that are like 2018 to 2020. And they're both like 4 terabyte hard drives. But I don't think they're anywhere near being full, you know, but that's what I'm working with right now.
That's cool.
It's awesome.
Super awesome. I think you and Steve, like...
Oh, yeah, I want to know what his is like, because you mentioned this before.
Well, he has a crazy system of... he has 1 million actual tapes that he's, like, from just, like, you know, a DV cam days.
Yeah.
Because he would just film everything. But, like, the same way like you... Before he was famous, before anything, he would just kind of tell people like, I'm going to die young probably, but this footage will live on forever. That's like, cool. This is my thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's like maybe someone will find this or like my footage will live on forever.
Yeah.
And like,
it's true.
It'll outlive me. And so his whole life was just about capturing everything, like to sort of leave behind this legacy. And you're kind of like that, I feel like.
I guess so. I never really thought about it like that, though. You know what I mean? It's like now that I've been doing it so long, I do see that aspect, but that's not like... So I never thought about it like, oh, it's going to outlive me, and it's going to be... Like, now I realize how much a part of it I am. You know what I mean? It was more like just filming experiences. I don't really know. I guess I don't...
Is it just kind of fun to show up with the camera and have it?
It's kind of...
like a social... protection almost, like you can kind of hide, but you're like,
it's like social protection, but also it's you know, a lot of times the reason why I don't feel super uncomfortable and I can be chill is because it's like, just like do what you want, you know. So it's kind of like that would also, like, if I'm bored at a social function, I'm not bored anymore. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm never bored. I always have a million things to do, you know. I'm not fucking bored. So I think that's also. So it is protection, but it's also so I can just be
It's just something to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, you know, I like to, like, find, like, you know, like, it kind of fall into places. There might be lights flashing or different things that I kind of fall into.
Well, it's cool because, like, you can be anywhere and, like, whatever, you're behind a bar waiting in line for the bathroom.
Yeah.
And suddenly, but you pull out that camera and suddenly this moment is, like, some art, you know, in this moment. And you're, like, doing something like that, you know. So it's kind of like, I like it. I mean, I've never been like person with the camera, but I'm definitely like, you know, like everyone was here for Friendsgiving.
Yeah.
And I just got like a little social anxiety at one point. Maybe it's because I wasn't drinking or something. I don't know. But I just grabbed this thing. It was just like, just because like to do something, like it just kind of feels better. And it's the best, like, I like, that's what I like about hanging out and making music too. We all had fun. We had a good time. We hung out with friends. And there's also like, we have something to show for it now too. Like we have something.
Yeah. No, I like to make shit. We all like to make shit.
We like to make shit.
That's kind of
We're people who make shit.
Yeah, we just make shit.
Yeah.
It's fun, you know.
It is fun.
I don't know.
But why? Like, why is it so fun? It's weird. I heard someone say that, like, the reason we want to, like, leave behind a legacy or, like, art or, like, have kids that look, or, like, whatever is because, like, we're trying to grasp our own mortality, you know? Like, we know we are so impermanent. Yeah. Like, we'll be gone. Yeah. And it's I mean, except for the things we leave behind, it's like we were never here. There's no like remnants. Yeah. Except for like a lineage of children or all this footage or all this music or whatever, or like that book that you wrote or whatever.
It's scary.
Do you think it's something like that?
I mean, yeah, no, I definitely feel like that. I definitely yeah, I want. Can
you check that camera that it's still blinking red? Sorry, folks.
No, it's off.
Okay. All the way? All right. Turn it, or just maybe wake it up by like pushing the red button.
Oh. Hello, are you awake? No. Is it dead?
Turn it off and on. These things were supposed to have unlimited record time, but maybe the battery.
Oh, wait, there it is. No, it's back and it has 3 bars of battery.
So it just gave up?
Yeah, it just gave up. That sucks.
All right, go ahead, push record.
There you go.
It was supposed to have unlimited record time. Maybe I'm not in the right. Maybe it's like set in 4K and it has unlimited record time in 1080 or something.
You know, it's so funny, like how much I am with cameras, and you know, it's like, oh, video. I'm gonna have a video legacy. I don't really know anything about cameras.
Yeah, but
I'm really terrible at that type of shit.
Elvis didn't know how to read music. I mean, you know, it's like, but shit like that. Like, you're an artist. You're not a IT person. Yeah. You know. Yeah. I feel that way about editing videos or like making music. Like, even though I went to school for it, like put me in a room where you need me to technically like correctly make something. Yeah. Like. Yeah. I'll look like I have no idea what I'm doing because I don't. Yeah. But okay, back to like grasping death. Mm-hmm. So do you think we create all this stuff to sort of grasp our own death?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely do. I don't know. I definitely do want to leave something behind. I don't like to talk right into. Do you notice that I go this way?
Yeah, you're like, hey, so happy to be on your podcast.
It just feels.
Are you afraid of death?
Yeah. Yes. I'm not. Because when it happens, it's gonna, you know, it will happen, and then you get to experience death, which is cool. Yeah. But like, of course, like I'm not ready to die. I want to live like 100 more years through all the bullshit because I really love Earth, even like the shittiness. Because it's just, for sure. Like,
me too.
You know?
I mean, you're going to die at the end anyway. Yeah. So what's the rush?
Yeah.
But I am excited to die, to be honest. I think it's just what a cool thing. Like, that we're all going to kind of, you have no idea what's behind that door, and you're going to go through it.
No, we have no idea. It could be bigger than what this one is. Yeah. This could be the waiting room.
Which could be. Or this could be the whole show. Yeah. And it's just, good night, everybody. Yeah. But we'll see. Like, it's cool. I think it's cool. If a genie or someone was like, you can decide right now, you'll either live out the rest of this life normally, which is like maybe you'll die tomorrow, you'll probably die like in your late 70s or 80s or 90s or something. Or you can live to be 1,000.
Oh.
And it's not like you're invincible, like you can jump off buildings and not die.
That would kind of suck.
But would you want to live to be 1,000 years old if you could? And you still die at the end, same death. And maybe same door or whatever.
Like, as far as like how long do I have to be old? Like, do I have to be like old for 900 years?
That's a very good question.
Because I don't think I'd want to be. You know, there's like.
Well, it would if you say yes, you would be having some faith in medical science to take care of you. Oh. In these next
just let
1,000
me die.
years.
I don't know. Maybe just let me die.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Because also you have to watch everyone die and stuff. That's like the problem
Sure.
with being a vampire.
Right.
But what would you do?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's all these.
It'd be cool to see.
There's these weird factors, right? Like,
Yeah.
like you're saying, like, would I just be old the whole time? Like, you know, would it? But living for 1,000 years, I'm down. I mean,
That's cool,
it would be
though.
cool,
I
and it would
still
take a lot of
probably-
pressure off of like life.
I still probably wouldn't know more than one language. 1,000
Yeah,
years
by the
old,
end of it, yeah.
I was going to learn Spanish this year.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. You kind of think about it like, if you lived to 1,000, think about all the shit you
I would
could
know
do.
everything.
But
Yeah.
it just cut to like, you're just rewatching Seinfeld again. Like,
Yeah, you're just
here we go.
surrounded by more paintings
Yeah,
that you've been
exactly,
doing.
Yeah, yeah. You never learned that
It's the
language.
same.
Never saw Vietnam, you know, like you wanted to or whatever. No, but it would actually give you time to see the world.
Yeah.
But you kind of have time to see the world. You just gotta
But what
go
if?
out and see it.
But then what if like some weird shit happens, some sci-fi shit, the aliens come down, they end up
Sure.
enslaving us, and you like are being tortured, and you're like, fuck,
like
I
that
made
back
that
800,
deal.
yeah.
Yeah, I have like
I still got-
750 more years.
Yeah, fuck. And everyone's just like, thank God I'm dying.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I can't.
Everyone's getting the plague, and you're just like fucking.
Just getting like poked around by aliens for the rest of your life.
Hey, did you see? Okay, this is off topic, but there was a monolith discovered in Utah today.
What's a monolith?
Like a
Like a Sasquatch?
no, it's like a big statue. You know, Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
The thing at the beginning of that, the big monolith. That's a monolith. The big.
It's just
It's like a phallic.
was it phallic? I thought it was like a rectangle.
Rectangles are phallic, are they not?
Depends how long the rectangle is. This
Yeah.
is not phallic.
It's a little phallic.
I put it there. I mean, you just see dicks everywhere.
Exactly.
Okay, so they found a dick in Utah that's like real old.
They don't know if it's real old, but it's over
Oh.
like 12 feet tall and stuff. So
Oh,
people
wow.
are like saying
It's
stuff.
underground or it's like
Either way, an artist made it. Either an alien artist or a regular artist.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's like, they said it's like really planted in the ground.
I mean, what do you think about like ancient societies and stuff? Because I kind of feel like society didn't start like 12,000 years ago.
Yeah.
I think it was like it's just kind of gone, burnt out. Like asteroid came, shrunk, grew back.
Yeah,
like
flood comes.
flood.
Yeah.
you
And
know,
then we
all
come
sorts
back.
of shit.
Yeah.
I don't think it's been like millions of years.
No, I
but
think that too.
like
I think that
hundreds
too.
of thousands, probably.
But then when you think about that, then you think about, the stuff that we're building. You know, we were talking about wanting to have a legacy and leave stuff behind. It's like most of it will probably get ruined anyways. Like what really lasts?
Well, and the internet is, I mean, without a computer,
Yeah.
it's not
I
tangible.
do think about that all the time. Because
And-
I have thought about if I had kids, which I don't know if I will. They like I would be such a cool mom. Like, look at all the fucking places I've been, bitch. Look at all these. But what if there's no electricity? What if I can't? Like, do I need
to like show them your Instagram or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It'll be like you'll need to like bring out the old iPad
Yeah.
to show your kids. That'll be like the new like photo album. I mean, it's weird, right?
Yeah.
Norm Macdonald has a joke because he's like, it used to be like, you want to see a photo of my great grandfather? I got this photo of my great grandfather, and you pull out the photo and look at it. But in the future, it'll be like, you want to see 8,000 pictures of my grandpa? Like, you know, because like you could just scroll
It's
through people's
true.
Instagrams. It's like, oh, there's my grandpa, like drunk in college, like drawing a dick on his friend's face where he passed out.
No, I delete that shit. Did you delete your old Facebooks?
I deleted my Facebook. Got deleted when I was in high school, and I
Oh.
didn't get a new Facebook until 2012 or 13, I think.
How long had that been since that's been
5 years. or something.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
You're so cool.
I mean,
You
it
didn't have
just.
Facebook.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. And Facebook was the only thing. I mean, I just had
Yeah.
no social media for all the kids listening. If you didn't have Facebook in 2010, you had nothing.
Yeah. No, it's true.
But yeah, I didn't have it. I didn't get it until I joined the ska band. Then it was like, that's when I actually got a smartphone. That's when I got Instagram.
Oh wow.
And I opened up a new Facebook to like, I don't know, build a fucking audience. Or
Yeah. Connect with your audience.
Connect. You know, you have to be reach. People need to know where to find you. But I would love to do this without having to like do social media, like play the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
And like, what is, because, you know, if we were like, I'm going to put in 2 hours a day into TikTok,
yeah,
our chances of success as artists go up.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, I mean, because you can get notoriety on TikTok.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. No, you're so true.
But by us saying we don't want to do it, we're like sort of handicapping ourselves. But
it's
we're not
also
handicapping our art, though.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I'm still making the same cool shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather spend time making cool shit that maybe no one will ever hear than spend time
Absolutely.
like
Absolutely.
doing the juggle dance to like get, you know.
Yeah.
So let's do that. Cheers to that.
Deal. There's no way I could.
But I like Instagram. That's the thing. It's like if something comes along that I enjoy, I'll do it. And maybe that'll be the thing that pops us off, you know? Were there artists
and it's cool that you're making the podcast because that can be something separate. That's not your art, you know?
Right.
Fuck
That's
it.
true.
You want to get a sponsor by kombucha? Cool. Sponsor this
Holler at
podcast.
us, you know?
Weed and kombucha.
The cameras die every now and then. So the airtime is not guaranteed. However, this camera I think will go the whole time because we use that for Steve's podcast.
Okay.
So that's our one. These ones, I don't know, man.
Yeah. I don't know if this one's on. Just checking, I'll touch it.
You're the best.
There you go.
It's still on?
Yeah.
Still rolling?
Yeah.
Fucking A.
It's good. Anyways.
Yeah, my hope with the podcast is like in 10 years, I'm saying, man, I'm so glad I started that podcast 10 years ago. Because now like it's something.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be Joe Rogan, but
Yeah. And you talk to your friends.
And I talk to my friends.
That's cool.
I haven't sat down and talked to you.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked.
Yeah.
But we don't really... People don't sit down and talk like this.
When I called you yesterday to tell you about that flea market idea, I was like, this is so weird because we used to see each other. It'd just be like every week. If I wanted to tell you or JC or Des something, I'd be like, I'll see him this weekend or next weekend.
See me.
Yeah. But it was like I have to make just random ass call. Hey. Oh, hey. Okay, I have this idea. That's all I had, you know?
It is weird. I mean,
it's a different dynamic.
I'm really looking forward to Corona sort of being a thing of the past.
When?
I don't know. I think by this summer it'll feel a little more.
Think so? I hope so. That would be awesome.
Oh, did you break that? Well, no. I mean, it comes apart.
Yeah, I'm saying no. I have this.
Oh, okay.
I own one of these.
Then you know what
I don't think
Even
I
though
do.
you broke
I don't
it.
think I do know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I do have one of these. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, what you think we'll just like be quarantined kind of forever like this?
I don't know. I really don't know.
People had to wear masks during the Spanish flu, and then once it went away, and that had a higher death rate. But once it went away, people didn't wear masks for like 100 years.
Well,
and then now we got this pandemic, and then
I guess I'm just seeing what happens because like with the vaccine and stuff, I'm like,
you can take the vaccine?
Hell no. There are how many people on this earth?
7 billion.
I'm not going to be one of the first.
Well, you wouldn't be the first anyway,
you know,
because they'll give it to doctors and nurses and first responders first.
Yeah.
Even if it's not like, I mean, because do you trust vaccines at all? Would you vaccinate are you an anti-vaxxer?
Well,
would you vaccinate your
children?
children?
Like an anti-vaxxer.
Yeah, I'm sorry that's a stupid label, right? Why did I say that?
Yeah.
You one of those like I'm not, that was dumb of me to say. But would you vaccinate your children?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I broke this. Please,
let me just figure.
Please
it goes
help
back
me
together
out.
so easily.
Yeah.
Like
I really don't know. I would ask my other friends who I know have been like more hippie about having their children, like having bathtub births and raising their kid vegan and stuff. Like I have a friend that has done that. I think I would talk to her more and see like what did she do, what does she think, and just try to find out how people, because I think that she did do some of the vaccinations. I think she did I think that like they give you a bunch.
The main ones. She did the big ones.
Yeah, I think they try to give you a bunch, but like she was like, he's only getting this, and this.
Okay, I see.
And that was.
These have varying sizes. How big of a scooper do you want?
I don't want too big of a scooper and not too small.
Okay, I'll give you a middle.
Okay, perfect.
Sounds like you want a medium. Yeah, I mean, to me, it seems vaccines sometimes have negative effects.
Yeah. Like, do you get a flu shot?
No.
I never get the flu shot.
I don't. Just give me the flu. I don't care about the flu. What's the flu? You know, flu, like... But I also... Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't get a flu shot. Yeah. But I am vaccinated.
Yeah,
and like,
I'm
I don't
vaccinated.
have polio or measles or the mumps or whatever. The yips. I don't know what they vaccinate you for. But like... So I feel like there are negative effects possibly. By vaccinating your child, you're rolling the dice in some way that this will negatively affect your child. Yeah. But you're also rolling dice with much greater odds that you're not going to hurt your child and you're going to prevent them from getting, you know, diseases.
Yeah, and people would probably argue that it keeps other people safer, you know?
Yeah,
I don't know, though, but I don't have a kid, so, you know.
Do you want kids?
I don't know. I'm kind of like, I don't want them now, you know? So it's kind of like, I used to say I'd give myself till I was 35, and now I say I'll give myself till I'm 40.
Okay.
Actually, both though.
You don't see yourself in 2 years having kids?
No, I don't.
What would it?
I don't think.
Like, what are you waiting for, kind of?
I mean, you know, financially, like we're just not like.
If you won the lottery, would you maybe be like, let's have a fucking kid? Is it kind of just
maybe, because it's just like I would just stay exactly where I am. You know, like I don't come from money, and that's fine. But like, you know, and I didn't, you know, I'm like I moved the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like I'm living above my means by not living with that much, you know. So we live in a small apartment, and we, you know, we don't have like a couch or a TV. I don't need that, but like that's why it's like, you know, we chose what we need.
So having a kid feels like a trap. It's like now you're stuck. Any chance of like financial freedom is just totally gone.
Yeah. And not that I'm like chasing that, but it does. It would just feel like that, Like if I have a kid, I want to have more of the art shit figured out. And I did go to this show the other day that was so great at These Days LA Gallery. It was Brett Westfall's, and he collaborated with his daughter, Moon Westfall. And it was like just a really fucking dope show. You should go to it.
How old's the daughter?
Daughter is like 9. And most of it's his work, but she also collaborated with him. And then like he had a friend of his make a soundtrack for it, and she's like reading poetry on it and stuff, you know. Cool. And I don't know how old she is, but I'm guessing 8 to 12. I don't really know about kids, but yeah, you know, she's young. Yeah. And I'm just like, you know, that was great to see, you know, like that's, if I have a kid, I want them to just be like, well, we're gonna go do this art residency, you know what I mean? Like I want it to be more chill, where they just get to come around with me. Whereas if I were to have a kid right now, I'd probably have to go home to Tennessee and have my family help me, you know, which is fine, and that would be great too, you know, like my family's great, but I want that fucking thing.
At least this one beeps.
I want to travel and do more, you know, right now anyways.
I totally get that.
So what about you? You're getting old.
I'm getting old.
Do you want kids? You do want kids. You always said you wanted kids.
I do want kids.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was always like, I want kids, but I don't want them now. Like that was always the thing. But like, if Christine was like, I'm pregnant, I'd be like, dope, let's go. Because I have a cousin who had kids when she was like 26 or something.
Yeah.
And when that happened, I was like, fuck, that sucks, you know. But once you have kids, it's sort of like a 20-year countdown till they're out of your house and you got your life back, kind of, you know? Yeah. And she is going to get to that point before me. Yeah. She will have her life. She'll be like 46 and have kids out of the house.
That's
and
true.
Be just like a cool fucking...
That is so true.
Like living it all up.
Yeah.
And she'll be laughing at me like, oh yeah, well you should have had kids 10 years before you did. Now you got 10 more years of fucking raising kids while I'm partying. I'll be in Mexico fucking getting drunk, you know? And like when you're that age,
That's so
people
true.
usually you have more money usually, so you get to enjoy it. So anyway, I feel like at this point, it's kind of like sooner the better. Almost.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, that's a really good point. I feel like we never thought about it like that. We always thought about it like, God, our parents had kids when they were so young, blah, blah, blah. But like, that's so true. But also, we're living longer now. And now it's like, oh, 46, you're young. Sure. You're young as fuck. But
yeah, definitely.
I mean, people used to die younger.
Yeah, we're going to be 1,000.
Yeah. But about kids, both my grandparents, both my grandmothers had their last kid at 39 and 40, I think.
Wow.
So I'm like, fuck.
So does that mean like for your gene pool that because sometimes women struggle to have a kid later in life.
Yeah, that's why I have faith, but it's not a guarantee.
You're like, that's just something I tell myself.
I'm just riding the wave, like, because I don't want to feel like I have to have kids. I feel like.
Sure. Yeah, you don't want the pressure.
Yeah. Because and since I was young, I used to say, well, I'll just adopt, So I've always thought that. Now I just don't even know. I told dude the other day, I said, if we don't have kids, we should just have like 40 dogs and be those people that had 40 dogs and raise the dogs. Because I like dogs. All pit bulls, obviously.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But we're talking about getting a dog.
Oh, I was hoping, I had a random thought on my way here, like, maybe they'll have a dog.
When you get here?
Yeah, like
you thought we'd surprise you with a dog? It's already disappointing.
I would love that.
That's why you came in here like shaking a bag of treats. Like, are those for me? Yeah, it'd be cool to get a dog. And I mean, if it's like if it's still not like 2-3 years. I mean, I feel the same way. It's like I would love to have more money.
Yeah.
Before I have a kid.
Yeah.
That'd be great,
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like it's just a constant.
To not be renting in LA.
Sure, not be renting.
Yeah.
I mean, I would leave LA.
Right.
Do you want to stay in LA forever?
No.
Me neither.
No.
Like if I didn't have this job, I don't think I'd even be here now.
Yeah.
Because like when Christine and I were moving in together, it was like, all right, well, like, can you come here? Because like I got this dope job, you know, like
yeah.
So, and I can't do it remotely, at least. Right now I can't, but maybe I can eventually. But yeah, if not for this job, I probably would have left LA. But yeah.
Yeah. I love LA.
Me too.
Like I really do. But I also, I was never planning on it being like the landing ground. It was like a journey.
Especially to raise kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like.
I mean, they'd be cool as fuck. And they, like the kids
but
that
they'd
grow
be
up in
doing
LA
like
are
cocaine
like, cool.
in the 7th grade, like.
Maybe. I feel like they'd be cool because they'll deal with people and they would, I just feel like that'd be awesome. But I also just feel like, ugh.
Yeah.
It's just.
I mean, even like San Diego would be dope. Like you still get like, it's still cool to be from San Diego.
Yeah.
And like it's, less of a monoculture than most places. Like I wouldn't want to raise them in like some bullshit suburb.
Yeah. I'll probably homeschool that bitch. My kid gonna hate me.
So? It's just like a picture of a police. You're like, bad. This, bad. Don't trust. Officer friendly.
And I told you about that one school that I heard about that they don't make you. They just have like a math room and an art room and a reading room.
Oh, you go wherever you want.
And you just pick. You could go to the art room all day if you wanted to. That's what I'm gonna make my kid do.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I do look forward to having kids and like sort of like nurturing their creativity.
Yeah.
Seems like kind of one of the.
Kids are fun. Like
kids
as far as like I love my nieces and nephews. I love to fucking go and talk to them. They're so just creative and it's cool.
Yeah. We have a nephew. It's Christine's nephew, but I call him a nephew.
Yeah.
But like whenever I'm holding him, I like drum on stuff.
Yeah.
And like I just kind of show him that like everything makes noises. I'll like scratch pillows.
Yeah.
Like, and he fucking like loves it. He's just like, he gets so excited. Just like, and I just kind of like, I like showing him. It's just that like things make noise. Like the world is like, you can play with it. You can play it like an instrument, like.
That is so cool.
It's a cool thing to get to, and like just watching him kind of figure it out. And then he's sitting there scratching a pillow, like making sounds with it and stuff.
Yeah. No, I think that's super cool. To have that influence. That's also, I'm always like making art with my nieces and nephew, and they're all so good. Like they're all so good, I swear. But I think there's something about that age though. Like you have no inhibitions on what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. So you're the cool aunt.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool.
You're pretty funky.
I would say
aunt.
I'm pretty cool.
Yeah, like your nieces. You have just nieces or nephews too?
I have 2 nieces and a nephew.
What's the age range?
So Dylan's about to turn 4. Or no. Oh my God.
Shout out to Dilly.
Dylan Thomas. Actually, I think he's about to turn 5. And Stella is about to turn 3. And no, there's no way that's right. She's 3 already. And then
14?
Sophia's gonna turn 8.
Okay.
You're gonna have to cut this out. I don't know. They're like
Bad aunt. Everything I said about you being a cool aunt, they're gonna watch this be like, the fuck? She didn't even know our names. My name's Derek. Who's Dylan? No, but I think someday they'll be like, I want to move to LA, like Aunt Sarah. Like I want to do something cool. I want to like.
Yeah, no, like they love making art, and I asked my niece.
I'm sure you're a good influence, is my point.
Yeah, I asked my niece last time what she wanted to do. She's like, either dance or be an artist, And I was like, hell yeah, But also they have both said since then that they want to be YouTube stars because that's what every kid wants to be now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but I wanted to be like an actor. I wanted to be on all that when I was a kid.
Oh, that's cool.
That's just what it is now.
Yeah.
Be a YouTube star. Like that just means like famous
That's true.
entertainer.
Yeah.
And someone who looks like their life is good. But it is, I mean, it's different because there's this psychological trick that these kids are, like, I don't know. It's just like kids are seeing YouTubers as like their life is perfect.
Yeah. But
which is
also
not
they're
the case.
seeing like, it is a way of some, people have made those businesses,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're doing
I
a
guess there's
podcast
that
right
too.
now that'll be
Yeah.
on YouTube, even though half the video will be just cutting to like whatever this turns into. That's what I'll just put on screen when the cameras die. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it like it sounds so unhealthy when I hear like someone say a kid wants to be like famous. That's what they want to do, but that's all I wanted, honestly, when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna be famous when I was like 13.
Oh my
Like,
God.
when I was like 8, I was like, I would
Wow.
think I'd be like, okay, when I'm 13, I'll for sure be famous. So that'll be cool because I'll be in 8th grade.
So
like
cool
I
for
would
you.
think like that.
Wow.
So my whole life has just been a reassessment of like, all right, so like when I'm 37, like it just keeps pushing back and pushing back. But now I've convinced myself that I'm happy that I wasn't famous when I was 13 because I think I'd be a dick. I would have like probably like been a coke addict. Like maybe I would have killed somebody. Like
Oh my
I'd be
God.
I don't know. Like
Yeah, no.
you hear about. I mean, people
You'd be really traumatized and fucked up, probably.
I'd be fucked up. I'd probably be an asshole. I wouldn't know who my real friends are. Like I have such great friends. Like I'm so glad I wasn't famous when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll see. And it's not even like the fame. It's just the freedom that it feels like it comes with fame. It always felt like a backstage pass to the world, where you just kind of get a little extra access to things and places and people, and you get to kind of do cool shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
That's something I'm trying to share with my nieces and nephew is like there are other things. Like there are things you can do, Like I didn't know about art residencies for so long. For so long, like
what is
like
an art
maybe
residency?
in the past like couple years I learned.
And that's when someone. What exactly is
It's
an
like
art residency?
when you take residency somewhere, like somewhere is offering a residency, and they might give you a stipend, and like say you would stay there and you would paint the whole time. They would get like one of those paintings.
Like a gallery would give you the residency.
I feel like it's not galleries usually. I feel like it's more like. Well, I did one at Pam Residencies here. It's like in Highland Park, and they just do that. That's what they do, actually, the residencies. So but they didn't pay me or anything. That was just like that's different. There's like a national park one where you stay like there's a few around the country, but like you stay there. Yeah, you stay like near the volcano park in Hawaii or like in Death Valley, and like whatever you create. in that space. It's like they hold space for people to create stuff.
That's cool.
And there's all kinds of different ones. Like I think that, PBR does a residency over at 1700 Nod a lot with artists.
Okay.
And so artists, they like there's like its own thing. Like there's an Instagram called PBR Art, and so they.
It's not just called PB Art.
Oh yeah, actually, did that kid? Fuck? That kid is you did that kind of right? How did you get sponsored by PBR?
Our friend had PBR sponsored an event of theirs, and she just gave me the number, and we just call them, and we put together this pamphlet.
I want that number.
And I just put on the list people who might be in attendance.
Yeah.
That was what the thing said.
Yeah.
And I put their Instagram following. So I did Yuka, Stevo,
nice.
Chachi, none of whom showed up, but they were all invited.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, they gave us, I think, 999 beers on the wall.
Yeah.
And we were drinking that PBR for months. Because not everybody drank it at the party. But it was cool. We were able to give it away for free. Yeah, that was cool. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Yeah, so they partner up a lot and stuff. Yeah. I want that number, actually.
I probably have it. It was just a guy at the distribution.
Well, because I'm like, how do they even get that? Like a bunch of people in LA are working with PBR, I feel like.
Okay.
That's cool.
I'll give you the number. I think I still have it.
Bet.
All right. Well, hey.
Is that it? This is all I've gotten done.
This is cool. I'm excited to...
It's going to be a stamp.
It's going to be rad. I'm excited to see
or print or whatever.
Yeah.
I really have to pee.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a great time to stop.
Okay. Did I answer all the questions I was supposed to?
Let me make sure I answered all the right questions. Oh, this was great. Thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
And
let's do it tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. Episode 2. No. All right. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Elk Lodge out. Bow.
Oh, this is Elk Lodge.
Yeah.
Live from Elk Lodge. I love it.
It's Saturday night.